In the VTuber community, there's a massive number of streamers and characters ranging from dragons to Kimomimi to robots and demons, and so many other identities it's impossible to categorize them all. But one of the largest category of VTubers is the marine or sea creature VTubers, ranging from whales to penguins, seals, shrimp, and many sharks.
What do you mean I'm the bottom?
This particular group of streamers is extremely popular with its fans and the VTuber community, with some of its characters being amongst the largest streamers in the VTuber category. But among all of these water-based streamers, there is one that stands out among them. Though not the biggest name among them, she is one of the largest and most well-known of the independent VTuber community, and someone who has exploded in growth within the past 2 years. She is the love of all the shrimps, the most wholesome of lewd-tubers, the lewd Orca Cat herself, the one, the only, Shylily. With an average count of 3,000 to 5,000 watchers per stream, Lily is a huge name in the VTuber sphere, one that continues to grow in popularity even now as she sits at 1.4 million followers on Twitch as of June 2024. But how did she get to such a huge number? Where did she start from, and how did she make her name and her brand stand out? What makes the Orca Cat so beloved by so many and almost 1.5 million fans? Let's take a look at her history, her brand, her style, and see for ourselves. And maybe while we're at it, we can get a sniffer of the stinky Orca Cat. This is Streamer Chronicles, and this is Shylily. Shylily first joined Twitch as a streamer on 29 August 2015. However, back then, she was not a lovable anime waifu Orca Cat we all know. She first started off as a flesh streamer, who enjoyed a somewhat successful start. However, over time, she stopped her streams and eventually took down her original channel altogether. This was due to several issues in her private life, including her own desire to focus on work, but a large part of it was her displeasure with the Twitch community of the time.
I have been, a few years ago, a flash streamer. I've streamed by facecam, I've been on Twitch before I was a VTuber already with facecam. I know, shocking.
Back in the days of 2015, when Twitch was primarily a gaming site, it was much more of a guy's realm. Very wild and untamed, and not very welcoming to women. And it showed. Lily has personally stated that though she gave it her best try, she could not stand to be on Twitch after long due to being the subject of too much unwanted male attention. This made her uncomfortable, and she didn't want to deal with the negativity and harassing statements that she often received. After taking those 5 years off, she eventually returned to streaming, this time as a VTuber, first reappearing on the scene on December 12, 2020, when Lily posted her first streaming notification on Twitter. This stream would be a World of Warcraft stream, a game which she was and still is very passionate about. She would, for the first year, primarily focus on WoW, Minecraft streams, Genshin Impact, and occasionally Phasmophobia streams, which the last one often proved her best clips. During this initial time streaming, she utilized a homemade VTuber model that she designed and created herself through available pre-made assets.
They ignore the fact you worked for that model. They ignore the fact I literally had a self-made model for the first year and a half. This was literally my previous model. I made it myself. I learned Blender for this. Not bad for a first model. I mean, it's all I had. I made it mostly in V-Ray.
She would use this particular model for all of 2021 and the first half of 2022. But at the time, she was not the Orca Cat we know and love. Instead, her character and form was in flux at the time, being closer to a demon girl in a maid outfit. The idea of her being an Orca Cat she has actually attributed to her chat and followers. On January 25th, 2021, she opened a Minecraft server for her community, and it primarily became an underwater server with a large amount of construction occurring in the ocean. Here, it was suggested that she become an orca.
It's just a thing that happened. I was playing Minecraft and we were building an underwater rail whale. And then rail whale turned into Lily, you should make a whale skin or a shark skin. I was like, I don't want to be a shark because then people keep calling me out for being a gura. copycat. And then, as we were working on the railway, I was like, I can just make an Orca, and I became Orca.
Lily took them up on this, and on 25 February 2021, Orca Lily's debut was announced and made her first stream appearance on 26 February. The fact that she did not start as an Orca does somewhat explain the short period of time that she was a dragon VTuber, maybe? Not quite sure about that one, but if Lily would like to explain, feel free to. This Minecraft server was a big help to her building her initial success, as it created a tight bond between her and her community, something she would be known for even to this day. She would continue to work hard on her streams for the rest of the year, as her following, though small at the time, would grow with each day, eventually hitting 50,000 followers on TikTok and reaching a consistent 113 viewers per stream on Twitch. However, despite this, when she applied for Twitch Partner on November 20th, 2021, she would be denied only within 24 hours. Twitch's decision to decline her was due to recent and significant viewer fluctuation, as they said. This despite her 3,341 followers, 442 subscriptions, and 113 viewers. The period that they cited was a weekend that she did not stream in, her usual break time, early November 2021, and which was also the period that she attended her father's funeral. As usual, Twitch was being Twitch. But this did not slow Lily down. She continued to enjoy herself, even getting an offline hype train from her chat a few days later when she had to cancel stream. She also took TikTok to task for banning Sun Kenji VT for accusations of hate with no justification, and trolling a few people who think that VTubers are all men. Additionally, on TikTok, she reached 80,000 followers on the site and 21,000 followers on Twitch. She didn't have to wait long after that to finally reach Partner on Twitch, which she achieved on December 6, 2021. It would only be a few days later, on 16 December, that she would tease the upcoming release of a brand new model. But it would be a while before its official debut, so we would have to wait almost a month and make do with her little peaks on stream, her simping for Sun Kenji, and her reaching 100,000 followers on TikTok the day after Christmas. But finally, in the new year, we got what we have been waiting for. On January 7th, 2022, Lily released the debut video for her new model, retired the old one 2 days later, and had an official stream debut on January 10th, 2022. This model, created by and rigged by VTube model artist Twintails, is one that she is most well known for and became her defining image. After this debut, her growth on Twitch only accelerated, as 4 days later, on the 14th, she reached 30,000 followers on Twitch, and before you could rapid fire burp, she reached 50,000 followers, and 6 days later, after hanging with Lana Lazar for a stream or two,
Say your bottom.
she hit 69,000 followers on Twitch. The next day, she reached 20,000 followers on Twitter and 200,000 followers on TikTok by the 1st of February. It was at this point during this massive growth that she started her first subathon, an uncapped subathon. She put no cap on it because, in her own words, she did not expect to go as long as it did, and like the Great Flood, 40 days and 40 nights, she streamed continuously from 1 February all the way to 10 March. But despite the long difficulty of the stream, even catching COVID mid-stream, it was a major success. It was at the start of this subathon that she reached 100,000 followers on Twitch. She also collabed with Sadaway, got 50,000 followers on Twitter, and casually reached 200,000 followers on Twitch just 24 days into the subathon, and on 7 March, 3 days before it ended, reached 115,000 subs on YouTube, reaching verified status. Lily relaxed with some friends after the subathon, hanging out with Porcelain Maid on Joel's stream.
Chat, please unfollow me. If I get 50k followers, I have to sing CPR with Numi. I don't want to do that.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Before soon receiving her silver play button on YouTube on March 25th, 2022. And a day later, reached 300,000 followers on Twitch with 100,000 on Twitter as the icing on the cake. Lily had by this time collabed with lots of other VTubers, but soon got to collaborate with another VTuber that would become one of her best friends, as on April 8th, she did her first collab or date night with Akuma Nimune, aka Numi, and we got to see the meeting of two of the biggest Oshis on Twitch.
Like a species thing. Every species has like their own thing. And for me it's Womp Womps, for you it's Smolens. Yeah.
After this, wholesome collab?
Oh my god, that wasn't my meep!
Ahem. Anyway, the month was not finished with giving Lily wins, as on 15 April, she hit 200,000 milestone on her YouTube channel, and 3 days later received a Discord partnership. She then finished out the month attending the Off-Kai convention in San Jose, California, where she hosted a discussion board alongside fellow VTubers Numi, Cottontail VA, and Marina, going over kinks, hentai, and other adult material subject matters that they had become famous for. You know, wholesome.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm addicted to ejac because of you. What the fuck?
As soon as she got back from Off-Kai, she was met with another jump in her Twitch numbers as she broke the 400,000 barrier, earning 100,000 followers in just over a month. After this amazing success, she celebrated by streaming with Zentreya.
Hey, you wanna see something cool?
Yeah. Ah! Oh wait, that's
Oh shit.
Anomo Pika Me, Bao the Whale, and Quesonaner. Before appearing on Project Melody's Lewdcast on 16 May for more wholesome entertainment.
I need to have them edited, but yeah, I've been taking hentai tags that are suggested to me and then reviewing them.
whoa, I like that.
By the end of May 2022, Lily had reached 300,000 subs on YouTube, and her count on Twitch was creeping ever closer to 500,000, which by June 7th, she would finally reach breaking the 500,000 mark on Twitch followers and 200,000 on Twitter. This, along with some spicy fan art, really got the shrimps going, especially after she released a new GG Cup from Gamer Subs and released the Orca Pup plush. But if you thought her growth would finally slow down at this point, you've not been paying attention, as only a month after she hit the 500,000 mark on Twitch, on July 9th, she would hit 600,000, and just 10 days later, she would hit 400,000 on YouTube. Twitch also took notice of her growth too, as in the second quarter report of viewer stats for 2022, she was identified as the 5th largest female streamer by growth, just behind Kaedai and beating out Pokimane LOL. She followed up this massive win on July 29th with a huge debut for her new 3D VR model with an incredible 27,000 viewer count at the stream's peak. This number must have had an influence on her Twitch subscription count, as she reached 20,000 subs only 2 days later. But as incredibly successful a debut as that was, her birthday stream on August 5th was just as hyped. On that day alone, she reached 300,000 followers on Twitter, 700,000 on Twitch, and the literal icing on the birthday cake, Happy Birthday Lily, hit trending status on Twitter. But so much success cannot always come about free of some disappointment, which on August 15th Lily experienced when she was banned on Twitch for a certain, magic trick.
Yo, kid, wanna see a magic trick? Yo, kid, watch this magic trick.
But as usual, she didn't let that slow her down. She would stream on YouTube until a ban request was approved just a few days later. Once again, it only took her another month to reach another 100,000 increase in her Twitch followers, as she soon reached 800,000 followers by September 8th and 500,000 on YouTube 4 days later. By the end of the month of September, Lily had some big plans ready to debut, as on September 30th, she announced a brand new model outfit, which would debut the next day on October 1st with her new white swimsuit and kitty cat hood. This debut was just in time for her Uru merch virtual meet and greet on the STX Comic Con, which she did alongside Numi. After dropping more merch and having another subathon, October had another surprise for both Lily and her fans, as she was named the most watched female streamer of the month on Twitch with a combined 613,000 views. Her status as one of the biggest streamers on Twitch was only solidified on 25 October when she hit 900,000 followers, and 3 days later, 600,000 on YouTube. She even retained her position as one of the top female streamers into the next month of November, even though she slipped to second place instead of first. November had more in store for Lily as she reached 500,000 followers on Twitter and was nominated for Best in Just Chatting category on the VTuber Awards, and would round out the last of the year with the release of her YouTube's figure, her own Opera GX wallpaper, and having the 10th most watched clip on all of Twitch for 2022. But that was only a preview of the honor she would receive at the start of 2023, when she was declared the 10th most watched female streamer of all of 2022. January continued to be successful as WOMP WOMP reached number 1 on trending on Twitter and casually breaking gamer sub sales records, and she would be nominated as the best VTuber for the Streamer Awards. But afterwards, things would slow down a bit, as February would be a very calm month. But her growth spiked again in March, as on the 4th of March, she hit 700,000 subs on YouTube, and 3 days later hit 600,000 on Twitter, which was helpful in cushioning the blow of losing Best VTuber Award on the Streamer Awards to the Queen of VTubing, Iron Mouse, which I'm sure if Lily lost to someone, she would have wanted it to be Mousy. Things would finally slow down a bit for Lily, with only her attendance to TwitchCon Paris on July 8th breaking up her normal schedule, and now it's the official drop of the Shrimp plush and another TwitchCon on October 20th. It was at this convention that she would have a mini documentary made about her by Domo Ariga Thanks, which followed her about the convention and filmed her interactions with friends and fans. Domo would publish this at the start of the next month, and Lily would boost its publishing by watching it on her own stream. Along with Numi and Bao, Lily then launched the Bikini Bottoms podcast in November.
Hey, I got one. You're only doing this to feed your degradation kink, aren't you? You just love strangers teasing you over the internet, don't you? Humiliation is something you just can't live without. Goofy ass, no having ass bottom baby.
Right before being nominated once more for VTuber of the Year at the end of the month by the VTuber Awards, as hosted by Fillion, in which she would lose once again to Iron Mouse, but she would win the award for Best Just Chatting VTuber.
And your winner for Just Chatting, Zatsuna VTuber of the Year is... It's Shylily! Congratulations, Lily! Let's go!
Overall, 2023, though not as explosive as 2022 for her growth, was nonetheless a fantastic year for Lily. And as 2024 started out strong too, with Lily becoming a partial owner of Gamer Subs on 12 January, joining fellow streamer J/Live as having stake and influence over the company. If this was not a big enough announcement, an even bigger one was on the way as Lily officially announced the introduction of a brand new model made by the one and only Diariku.
And I entered the Pokemon Center. Like, after 5 hours, I landed. I was already in a Pokemon Center. I spent so much money.
She would premiere this model on January 27, 2024, to massive acclaim and excitement as she nearly broke Twitch with her 34,000 viewer count at the stream's peak. This turnout greatly helped her numbers and was one of the primary causes of her reaching the number 3 slot of most watched VTubers on Twitch. She followed all this success up with a subathon on February 2nd, just before March, when she released her own playable trading card in VTuber trading card game. And finally, the last big ticket item for her in 2024, so far, has been reaching 900,000 subscriptions on YouTube and 1.4 million followers on Twitch. Looking at this tremendous growth, rapid-fire success, and her growing number of amazing achievements can be a little overwhelming. Just looking at it from an eagle's eye view, Lily grew from a small VTuber with 3,341 followers on Twitch back on November of 2021 to having 900,000 followers on Twitch by the next October of 2022, having a growth of over 26,000%. And she has grown since then as she currently inches her way to 1.5 million count on Twitch followers. So the burning question that most people have when it comes to Lily is a simple one. How'd she get this big? How'd she skyrocket from 3,000 to 1.4 million in under 3 years? Well, I will not pretend to know all of her tricks, but from what I've researched, it's a simple matter of just really hard work. Yes, get over it, there's no magic bullet, you just have to work your ass off, and Lily does. First of all, Lily streams. A lot. On average, Lily streams 5 days a week, and on average streaming from 5 to 7 hours. That right there will catch the attention of a lot of people. The more often you are on, the more likely you are to be seen, and the more likely you will get followers and fans. That's not the only thing that you need to do to have major success. There's also the ability to create entertaining content, which Lily is a content creating machine. I can provide you with multiple examples of jokes, catchphrases, and many other things that she is memorable for, but overall, she is just good at entertainment. There are multiple quotes and clips that most of her fans can point to that got their attention and made them follow. This is one of the primary things that helped her grow. And of course, there is the lewd, wholesome content she makes that definitely pulls a lot of fans in too. Whether it is her constantly coming,
Lily, come.
Yeah.
No, not like that. Come here.
I'm sorry.
making random questionable statements,
Open doors. Oh my fucking blood just took out of my pussy, dude.
or talking sussy material with the bikini bottoms,
You're one of the cutest, most adorable VTubers. The type of people you want to attract are the ones that say Vaporeon is their waifu.
or playing with Numi.
But I don't mean I can't hold my breath.
The wholesome Orca Cat is anything but, and the lewd pays the bills.
Ah shit.
Wait. Why is it so hard?
Even if it means getting banned for it every now and then. But you can make content all day, and if no one sees it, it doesn't matter. If you don't advertise, you don't exist. And Lily did that a lot. She advertised often and extensively. If you paid attention to the numbers I read off earlier, she grew on TikTok much earlier than she did on Twitch. This was due to her almost daily upload of content on the site. Very little of this was of high quality edits and uploads, as most of it was just a short little snip, a few seconds long, of her getting scared or having a fail in a game. But the consistency of her uploads got people's attention and brought in viewers. Her growth only accelerated as she did the same on YouTube and began to expand to other avenues where she could get attention, even posting videos on Twitter. But even if you can garner an audience, there's no guarantee that you can keep them, as many people have exploded onto the scene, only to disappear a few months later as their viewership plummets. But Lily sidesteps this, as she has heavy interaction with her community both inside and outside of Twitch. She jokes with chat, roasts them, and in her earliest spike in growth, reviewed her fans' Reddit posts about her and drove their interaction through the roof, particularly for a certain little French shrimp named Pierre.
Oh, it's here. Or should I say, I am.
And her community interacts back just as much. Fan animations, art, sussy art, and even some people going to the extra mile, making a full doll of her. The Shrimps are one of the most interactive community of any VTuber, and they go hard with some great jokes and great timing.
Not that I know, no?
Jump. Oh, you fell. And again. Oh, out of that. Try again.
Even holding hands with her. Oh, the debauchery. Just remember though, you can touch the hand, just not the tail.
No, don't touch me there.
Cover your
This is my no square.
In addition to all this fun banter, she does give advice to chat and other streamers too. Being a veteran of Twitch, she has had plenty of experience with the site. She covers topics that range from general life hacks and how to keep happy to getting unbanned from Twitch and the long process that it requires. She often uses her own personal life anecdotes as well to relate to others who have gone through similar hardships that she has endured. Primarily, the main message is that she wants people to be themselves, which she did not do at the start, admitting that she initially kept a persona for a long time before she realized it was a mistake. But talking and interacting with fans is not a silver bullet for success. It helps, but if it doesn't create a connection with fans, then it will soon flicker out and disappear. But for Lily, that was never really a difficulty or worry, since she is what Twitch was built on, a good gamer. Since Twitch's primary follower base is that of gamers and fans of the like, Lily was already among her own kind, which made it that much easier for her to connect to her fans and develop a following. Cause the only thing that is sexier than a lewd tomboy Orca Cat is a lewd tomboy Orca Cat that plays games. She made this very apparent when she did a Dark Souls playthrough, and despite chat's demands for her to restart the game, due to a major mistake she made, she pushed through and did something they said was impossible.
Oh shit. This might be restart. Is it that difficult? The dude was a whole class. Or they can try and get good comments ready to restart. No. I know pussy. I know fucking pussy. He's going down. We should skip him. Skip him. Don't hit me with the fucking restart. I don't need no fucking restart, bitch. Get fucked, bitch. Get fucked! Yeah, boy! Lily, stop trying. You can't do it. Stop fucking... Get fucked! Get fucking fucked! Yeah, I'm gonna take his fucking soul, dude! Whoop, 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 whoop.
But she is not only a gamer, but also passionate about games. She has reacted to multiple game release announcements and even critiqued the companies that make them, claiming that they are cheating fans with lack of good quality and failure to produce new products.
Go Switch. Just make a more powerful console already. Listen, you can't go wrong with remasters. People will get them for nostalgia reasons, of course.
But most of what I have said, others have identified too. There is one hidden factor of her success that most people in their love and adoration for Lily fail to mention. Her secret trick, one that I see very few independent VTubers using. She has a manager, Boeska. Though only officially on Twitter as Lily's manager since July 18th, 2022, Boeska has been in the sight of viewers at least since December of 2021, only a year into Lily's VTuber career, and only half a month after she got partnered on Twitch.
Lily's milk is sour? It's fucking sweet, my dude. It's sugary sweet, just like me. Hey!
How much influence Boeska has had on Lily's career, and how much he is responsible for her meteoric ascent, I don't think we will ever really know, since he is a very silent person on social media, his Twitter account having only 8 posts the entire time he has been on the site. Though Boeska's appearance as her manager and Lily's acceleration to the top may be coincidental, I personally do not think so. Most likely, Boeska's arrival allowed Lily to focus more on content while he took over the task of managing her mundane issues like sponsorships, editors, art acquisition, and more. If not for Boeska, Lily's ascent may have been far slower and nowhere near successful, and Lily has attributed much of her success to Boeska's help. So if you are ever a VTuber and want to grow to a great degree, just remember to get yourself a Boeska. Just not Lily's. Kenji already tried that. But above all, when it comes to her success, I believe one of the major reasons that she has grown so much is simply this. It's fun to make her scream.
No, stop him!
Fix! But for those of you who are not out to crack the code to Lily's amazing success, then I'm sure you are here as either old school shrimps or freshly hatched ones to see if I know my stuff about her. Let's go over the details and fun facts, shall we? First and foremost, her most signature item about her is her catchphrase, WOMP WOMP.
Womp womp.
Womp womp!
Which dates back to her early streams when she used it as a throwaway phrase during a conversation with chat, but brought it back due to its popularity.
I was having supper time, and when I wake up, I always try to find a unique way to say good morning that isn't just good morning. So I don't know, sometimes I just do dumb noises for no reason, and then one morning I just said womp womp. That's it, I unmuted my mic and the first fucking thing I said was womp womp. Over it.
If you want to say Shylily without saying Shylily,
Womp womp. Womp womp. Womp womp.
the second thing that all shrimps need to know about Lily,
I'm not a fucking mitzvah. I'm not a fucking mitzvah.
But it's becoming increasingly obvious. I can deny it no longer. I am small.
standing at a petite 148 centimeters, she is only 4 foot 10 inches in height and is among the smallest of VTubers, only beating out Iron Mouse, who stands at 147 or 4 foot 9, which for my fellow weebs out there is the same height as Tatsumaki from One Punch Man. Along with Womp Womp, another signature part of her streams has been what she and her community calls rubbies. In Lily's lore, it's merely her rubbing herself on chat and scenting the shrimps as her own so that they will return to her every time, which must work since they always do. The movement of her model has always been a little strange when she does this, but in a collab with Nags21, who repeats the motion himself, he shows that it's just her rubbing her face on the microphone. Which is a relief to me, since the way her model moves when she does it made me think she was rubbing something else. Lily is also one of the few female VTubers that has openly declared her sexuality as hetero, with her interests in being exclusively in men.
I'm a gay. I'm very heterosexual actually. I know that's like almost a crime in 2022, but
Despite all the jokes and thirsting she does over sexy anime girls,
oh God, the wet little and the sweet meow meow mama. Holy. Sorry.
she prefers.
I like dicks.
She is also very mischievous in her behavior and enjoys being a little gremlin. Trolling whenever she can in both video games, real life, and when any naughty chatters come into her stream to cause trouble.
You are that one person that wastes their time away to watch a stream they don't like, just to spend more time in the stream by commenting and waiting for a reaction to feel validation in your life. For fucking once. Cause daddy was never giving you any attention.
But she is in good company, as most of her other friends are also troublemaking gremlins, and she has a lot of fellow VTuber friends. But primarily, she is most known for hanging out with Bao and Numi, and are collectively known as the Bikini Bottoms. On another personal level, she has struggled with her health issues in the past, as she has more than once tweeted about having to undergo medical procedures and take medication to improve her health. But I think one of the most important things to remember for many old-time shrimps, and many new ones, is that Lily is a very private person. Though she does her best welcoming fans and interacting with them in public, she does not enjoy it. An exception to this was when she was more than welcoming at her in-person meet and greet at TwitchCon Vegas in October of 23, alongside Numi, working tirelessly to meet and spend time with every fan that she could. But her willingness to talk to fans at convention does not mean that she wants to be approached by them in public. She's a very anxious person. Though this is understandable, as she has been stalked by people in her past.
So he stayed all day waiting for me to be off work, and then he leaves the door with me. However, did not walk towards his truck but followed me home. So I go, I forgot something at work, and he's like, oh, okay, cool, dude still follows me back to work. I got to my boss and I'm like, this man, let's call him Bob, sorry Bobs, Bob is being creepy, and I explained everything to her that has happened up until this point, and she's like, Lily, just wait here half an hour, I'll handle it. She put this guy in place so fucking hard.
And even assaulted recently by random people who may or may not known about her online persona. It is most important to remember that even though she is beloved by over 1 million fans, she is still a person who has the right to her own privacy. As impossible as that may be now, she continues to grow as a content creator. For the true fans out there, the shrimps in all their shapes and sizes will most likely respect Lily's desire for personal space, as they love her for who she is and all the entertainment that she gives them. More than once, a fan on stream has expressed how she fills their day with joy, makes them happy when nothing else in their life does, and gives them the will to carry on. In a cold world, she is their warmth and safety.
You are my womp womp, my only womp womp. You make me womp womp. When times are womp, you never know womp, how much I womp womp. So please don't take my womp womp away.
Not to mention other VTubers who were inspired enough by her journey and her growth in her career to do the same thing and attempt to become a streamer themselves.
Ever? I can't sound as cute as Shylily. Womp womp. Womp womp. Yeah? If you know Shylily, can you tell her that I'm a shrimp and she can eat me? I would be honored.
And that is coming from someone who has personally learned a lot about her and from her on what it means to be a successful streamer. But of all that I learned, there was still a burning question that stuck in my mind. One that I now look to Lily if she ever watches this, and I ask her directly. Lily, do you eat grass? Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the video. Do you have a favorite streamer or VTuber that you'd like me to do my next video on? Leave a comment suggesting them. And the one that gets the most love, I'll start researching and they'll be the subject of my next project. And if you want to see me make more of these videos, be sure to like and subscribe so that one day I can actually make this my job. But until then, this is Koi saying, fare thee well, friends.